Hi, this is Grace Grella. I'm your intuitive host, and as always, we are here because it's all about getting you into the positive zone. So if you're watching live, call me. Don't be afraid, you can call me on the TV studio line, which is 516-629-3705 or 3715. If you're watching the rebroadcasted version of this show, not a problem. You can email me at gracegrella@gmail.com with your name and your digits so I can get in touch with you. And you can be here live in person, up close and personal, feeling the love and getting your information on camera with me. And the price is right. Come on down. It's this is our pro bono work. Everybody here donates their time and their talent. And I'd love to give a fabulous shout out to Michael Peters, to Allen Ginsberg, my fabulous director, to Emily Sullivan, and to the beautiful Ms. Rodriguez that's also in the control, Corina. I just remembered your name. That just popped in. And so thanks so much for being here tonight, all of you, and of course the incomparable Sabina Miller, who is being my floor manager. She's such a manager with her hands on her hips. And it's all about giving you the positive 411 you need in your life. So if you need information about your love life, your health, your family, your friends, whatever it takes, we're here for you. Okay, so I will tune in to me, I'll tune in to you, and get you all the information that you need in your life. And tonight is really special. We have a beautiful returning guest, Gabriela. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
It's my pleasure. Because I love Geminis, and you're a beautiful Gemini lady.
I am a Gemini.
Yeah, two divas in one. I love it. And I'm so excited that it was 2 years ago already that you were here on the show.
Yes.
And even then, Throwback Thursday here to 2 years ago, I remember when I was giving you information on camera, you looked at me as if I was a little loca, a little crazy, La Vida Loca here, And tell me about what happened.
Well, when you get the reading, sometimes your life is going in one direction, and you feel like you hear all this information and it's coming fast, and you're trying to process it, and it doesn't make sense. 2 years later, I find myself that a lot of it came true, and I had made decisions in my life that I never thought I was going to make. You mentioned things about not only myself, but my family members, and you were right on target, and it's thrilling, and it's such a comfort to know that we have psychics like you, that when we feel like we're at a crossroad, we can come to you, or the gifted people, and we have this guide. So it's very comforting.
And also, I think reassuring, because sometimes you just need, because you're very gifted too. And so most Geminis just have the information pop into their mind.
Yes.
Yes,
we have too much information going on. It's crazy. Yeah. Yes, too many ideas, and sometimes we take more than we can handle. But it's good. As time goes by, I think we try to manage our own personality. But it was fabulous. Your reading helped me look inside and make choices. I always had the gift of art. Since I was a child, I loved painting and drawing, but life gets busy, things happen, and you just push those gifts aside sometimes. And 2 years ago, you told me I was going to start something with fashion. And my career is in the medical field. It's nothing to do with fashion. I never went to college, or I took an art class or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, something came into my head. I started drawing. I made some. I'm starting my own clothesline, and it's doing well, and awesome. Very hopeful. You told me you're going to be attending fashion shows, you're going to be designing your own things, you're going to succeed. And one day it just happened that I made a product and it sold almost instantly. And then I said, this is what I think I'm supposed to be doing for the rest of my life. So I'm very excited. I'm at the beginning stages, but it's very, it's a new challenge, so it's a really, you know, it's a good feeling.
And that's what we're all about here.
Yes.
It's getting that good information, those good feelings, that magic mojo happening. And hold that thought, and we're going to see if we can help Barbara, who's holding on the line. Barbara, are you there? Hello?
Hi.
Whoa. Hello.
How are you?
Hi, sweetheart. I'm great. It was just a little loud in here. That's why I jumped. But Barbara, how can I help you, honey?
Oh, yes. Oh, well, life's been a bit topsy-turvy and up and down and...
Okay, Barbara, Barbara, sweetheart, I'm getting feedback here. So you need to turn down your the volume on your computer or however you're watching the show. Barbara?
Is that better?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes. I can still hear myself, but go ahead. What's your question, honey?
Well, I just have been at things are just not going in a straight pattern. Everything's been very challenging.
Okay, Barbara, honey, I love you dearly, but you got to turn off the volume so I don't get the echo happening. It's distracting me intuitively. Okay, and I want you to get the best information you can get. So please turn off the volume on your end.
Okay.
All right, good.
Is that better?
Did you turn it off? Okay. I can still hear myself, Barbara. There's definitely an audio issue going on, Barb. What I'm going to have to do is just ask you to call back because I can't key in like this. The audio's reverberating. I'm getting echoes. And it's interfering with my process, and that's no good. I want it to be perfect for you, okay? So do me a favor, hang up and call back in about 10 minutes. We'll see if the angels will clear the airwaves for you, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, call back, Barbara. Thank you for calling, honey. All right, I'm sorry about this, but you know, I work by, it's all energy work and it's by sound. And when something's distorted like that, it's very distracting. I can't hear the angels, I can't hear this conversation when I'm hearing two conversations over here, you know. So it's surround sound, and you know, it's difficult enough, my job, trying to get the information straight without having to deal with that. But I'm so happy when you're here, and like you, Gabriela, and it's you know, face to face, and there's no other interference like that audio-wise. That you're the testimonial poster girl for me. That you know, here you were in medicine, and 2 years ago I told you were going to get into fashion and design and be very successful, and you thought I was loca. Yeah, living la vida loca, Grace. I don't know. But lo and behold, that's how life developed.
Right.
And your talent and your creative ability came forth. So that's another testimonial too, that this information is not logical, it's not Googled, it's,
right.
You know, it's from above with love,
right.
All right, because you never would have put odds on this happening to you, right?
No, I never, no, I never planned it, and you know, my whole life I always had, you know, a vision to have job security and you know, have a steady job that I can go to work to every day, and you know, like most people, you feel safe when you have that 9-to-5 job, and that's what I was looking for. But then the time came that it just, everything started to change, and everything started to feel different in here. And when you do something every day, even if you get a great paycheck at the end of the week, and it doesn't feel good here, It's
your
just,
heart chakra, yeah.
Right.
And I think what you're recognizing now is that when your soul was given the gift of healing, right? And healing can take place in a lot of different genres.
Yes.
All right. And so, especially through the arts and the creative arts, a lot of healing. I mean, so many people are healed by just looking at a painting, hearing a song.
Music.
Music,
It's very
absolutely.
healing. I feel when with my energy is low and I feel anxious, if I turn a certain type of music on, it's weird. I'm from Argentina, and it's right next to Brazil. The bossa nova, which is kind of like
it's in your blood. Yeah, and it speaks to the cultural vibration of this is my clan, this is my tribe.
Right.
It gets you moving. It infuses energy.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
I feel recharged when I hear music, and then when I need to be kind of like woken up from being tired and exhausted, an upbeat song, the Beatles.
Yeah, or Pharrell Williams, Happy, that's a good one too. Katrina and the Waves, Walk on Sunshine. Whatever it is, whatever genre, whether it's classical, hip hop, or whatever.
Yes.
It's the and I think what the medical profession is going to finally be able to synchronize is that there's a healing energy in the vibration of the music.
Yes.
And because our bodies are almost like absorbing like the tuning fork, ding.
Right.
And then once the vibration permeates the cells in the body, they can regenerate.
Right.
Okay. And so a lot of this is going to be moving forward. It's like Back to the Future Day the other day.
Right.
It's this is something that will be used in medicine, and so that I love that you're coming from the traditional medicine healing.
Yes.
And then branching out into the creative. Oh, my soul remembers that this is going to bring joy and healing energy to people. I think that's awesome.
Right.
Okay.
And people, I mean, the studies show that everything has an impact on our health. Like certain colors emanate different sensations.
Now, do you find yourself when you're designing using this knowledge to uplift and to heal?
Definitely. Totally. Every time I'm going to create something, I have to have music. It feels like if I don't have the music while I'm drawing, something's missing. It's a component of being an artist, I think, for me. That's what works for me. And also being in a nice, peaceful environment. When you're going to create something, surrounding yourself with things that make you feel at home, comfortable.
That's good. Well, as a Gemini, you're always multitasking anyway.
Yes.
But that what your modalities are to hold on one second, please.
Sure.
Very handsome Michael Peters is holding up something for me. Katerina, if the audio is bad, I can't do it, Mike. So we're going to give it a try, though. Katerina, are you there? Hello? Hello? See, the audio is so bad, we can't even make the connection. Okay. So it's what's going to be happening. And a lot of times you'll notice it too. We're having audio issues. It's spirit is energy. And a lot of times you have an invisible entourage as large as I do. And so it's like, hail, hail, the gang's all here.
Okay.
And they're all doing the conga and the rumba and the bossa nova and having a great time. And so a lot of times what happens, it can cause interference. Spirit can manipulate energy, and so the lights,
electricity,
audio,
yes.
When you have your loved ones who's passed over and they visit, a lot of times, the lights will go on and off,
Yes.
or,
Yeah.
the stereo flips on, flips off, or
Yes.
things like this happen.
They do
okay, and I know it happens to you a lot, right?
It does.
Yeah, I know. So this is why we're between the two of us, we're causing the audio probably to go wow, 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 it's going like Reverb City here. But what's really important is that people know that they can also email me their questions or come here in person like you are, and get the, you know, the 411 up close and personal. But never give up trying is always my motto as well, because definitely we're asking the angels to kind of clear the audio issue. Hopefully that'll happen. But we're just going to roll with it because that's the way we are. We just go with the flow. And I want to know if even as a child, now you were born in Argentina, right?
Yes.
Okay. Argentina, I love Argentina. Okay. In Argentina, as a child, didn't you have spiritual experiences?
I had a very close connection with a powerful source. I would just say it like this, very simply. I was born knowing that there's something very strong and powerful. I never needed a, later on, yes, I attended church and I became part of a religion, but I never needed someone to come and tell me there's something so strong out there that we're all connected to, that we all are part of. I had this knowledge, and this was always like settled in my bones. Never really had a vision, but I always
like
had.
When you were 4 or 5 years old. I'm seeing you as a little one. 4 or 5 years old, you knew this. Yeah.
Yes. I always knew there's something so big that we can't even describe, and I always knew that thing is constantly guiding us. But all we have to do is just like follow this, and it's there.
Right. And our main audio or receiver is our heart chakra. So it's all about that still voice inside, and listening to what some people will say is their conscience, or some people will say, oh, a gut feeling, or I had a hunch, or whatever. So people will label it differently, but really that intuition or that inner knowing,
that faith that was born with me, it was very strong. And another thing that I remember happening to me a lot when I was a child was laying in bed at night and all of a sudden feeling like I was kind of pulled out of my own body and floating around, but that feeling is so scary that I always jump back.
Yeah.
I never went far.
Yeah. See, but what happens is your soul energy, the solar plexus, the silver cord, you're always connected until you leave this plane, and then you get the disconnect, and then you reconnect on a higher plane. Okay, but I know exactly what you're talking about because I've experienced the same exact sensation. We're going to give this audio one more try, babe, and see what happens, Gabriela. Katerina, are you there? Hello.
Hello?
Whoa.
Hello?
Hello. Hi, Katerina. How can I help you tonight?
Hi, Grace. I'm just wanting to know when my husband's going to be here with me in Georgia.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing it just got approved. Is this true? Did he just get something to do with the immigration, and it was just you were stressed out about it, but you found out that it got approved?
Yeah.
That's true, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, go with me now. All right. And that's what they're saying to me, the angels. And they're also saying that there's something to do within 2 months. He'll be with you physically.
Physically?
Yeah. Okay. So it's about don't tear up your lotto ticket when God's picking your numbers now. All right, is what the angels are saying. In other words, don't lose faith or hope. All right, because to you it was a miracle that immigration approved him to come, and it really was and is a miracle. Do you understand this?
It did happen fast, but this last part was just I'm really been like super stressed out, and I'm getting all these other feelings, and I'm.
Okay, all right. Let me bring it back to point. You have to focus on the miracle. God didn't create the miracle and then to take it away from you and take the rug out from under you, sweetheart. God doesn't work that way, okay? All right. Okay. So what you have to do is stay in the positive zone energy and focus and be grateful and say, thank you so much for getting my husband's paperwork through immigration. What a miracle. Thank you. And I'm so looking forward to spending the holidays with him. Okay?
Yeah, that would be a miracle.
Okay, and it is going to be a miracle because that's what's going to happen. Okay? So what you do now is you positively plan for his arrival. Start buying little things. Oh, when he comes, I want to give him this, or this is the party I'm going to plan for him with our friends and family, or start doing positive things that keep you happy and looking forward expectantly to his coming in 2 months.
That's great. I'm just like I said, I've been just really stressed out about it, and there was one other issue, and it drove me. It's been
Wait a minute. Now, he's a chef. Does he cook?
Yes.
Okay. And you're gonna, because they're saying you're gonna be cooking up some delicious things together. And the angels it's a little double entendre, I think. But you could be his dessert. There you go. And they're saying there's nobody else, so get over it. Why this negativity is jealousy. There's nothing to be jealous about. Is this true? Are you jealous about something?
Yeah.
All right, get over it, girlfriend. Z-snap. There's nothing to be jealous about. Sometimes the imagination is not a good thing when put to a negative application. And jealousy is a negative application. All right. Yeah. He loves you, and he's been true blue, and he's a great guy, and that's why you married him. All right. And so don't allow this fascination or stuff that you're making up in your head. Oh my gosh, he could be seeing this one or having. Please, girlfriend. He doesn't have time to breathe, let alone have an affair. Okay. And he'll be home in 2 months. All right, Katerina?
Yeah, thank you.
God bless you, honey. All right, have a good night.
Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you.
You needed to hear this because the audio cleared up just for you. So this was miracle number 2 for you, Katerina. Okay? Yeah. Miracle number 3, honey, is he's coming home in 2 months. And then I want you to call me back.
I will.
Okay, honey?
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure, honey. This is what makes it all worthwhile for me. And cry for happy, okay?
Yes.
All right, sweetheart. Have a good night and sweet dreams, and dream of your first togetherness with his arms around you, okay?
Thank you, Grace.
You're welcome, honey.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
This is why I love my job. Thank you, angels. Okay, so it's things like this that, and too, because you're very gifted. You have a tendency, though, Gabriela, to not really take credit for it so much. You just, matter of fact. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's just a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. And then you're off to something else.
Right.
Right? Isn't that the way you handle it? Okay, all right. That's why I love Geminis. Okay. So it's your brilliance, your being in tune with your inner voice mm-hmm. and your heart chakra that's creating all this success, that's bringing all this love and joy and abundance to your family.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And now, through your work, to so many else, mm-hmm. So many other people, and exponentially it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. I mean, this is going to be a global business, sweetheart. This isn't something that's just going to be restricted to the continental United States, okay?
It's kind of scary when you say it like that.
Oh, well, it's nothing to be afraid of, all right? And because this is why it's nothing to be afraid of, honey, because the universe never gives us more than we can handle.
Right.
All right, and there's an expression spiritually. Well, God, fits it to the shoulders. He never gives you so much that you can't handle it. And you're drooping down. You know. And that doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Right.
You know, and it's about realizing everything is orchestrated for your greatest and highest good.
Yes.
Okay, and when you key into that frequency. Mm-hmm. All right, miracles do happen.
Definitely. And they can happen to anyone.
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Even Einstein nice Jewish boy, brilliant that he is, and was and is, told everybody that, listen, it's all about energy. Life is energy. The universe is energy. You match the frequency.
Right.
And boom.
Yes.
It's the law of physics.
Right.
You're going to attract it into your life.
Yes. And I'm living proof of that. I feel that I've been very lucky my whole life. Every time I put my mind into something and I dream about it and I feel it like it's happening, like it happened already, a few years later, I have it. It's there. It happens. It's like this door opens or I meet the right person. Mm-hmm. But I always, like I said, it's not always easy. Sometimes, I doubt myself too.
Yeah, well, what do they say? Success is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration.
Right.
But it's, that God helps those that help themselves. So you need to take the right steps and go with faith towards your dream, towards your passion, for it to happen.
Yes.
And what does that say, Sabina? Talk to me. 30 seconds? Where does time go? I think we're in a time zone warp here,
Yes.
And thank you, Sabina, my little cutie. She's a Cancerian. So she nurtures and takes care of the world. Yeah. And so if you want her to take care of you, come here in person. Email me at gracegrella@gmail.com and give me your digits, and we'll get you into the positive zone, too, with some good news. Thanks for watching and tuning in. And if you're watching live, don't go away because we'll be right back.